Alright, so we're going to show you two different software architectures to do this QEMU. Now, as you can see, the first one we're going to do is I have this stored right here so I can show you how it's done. Now, if you type in this is your x86, so you copy that in. Now if you delete this part and delete the extra stuff, now you cannot open it. That's because they repath the links. You have to do sudo apt install QEMU system for that type or for that to work. And as you can see, it's already been done because we already downloaded the first QEMU. So now we're going to do nano hello.c and we're going to make sure this works. So when you do nano hello.c, this is what it's going to look like any other one. And then if we do nano hello.c and then it's dash do hello as an opportunity. So that would we've done to this, but we do gg. So then we would do gcc hello.c and then hello. We're just trying to make sure this works. And then, like any other code, you type this in. Well, without the dot, and you get to see this works. Now that's the first architecture. Now there was a suggestion that you do it on two different images. That's when a problem came to him. So as you can see, that is what I try to do, because this is the one that actually does the imaging. And as you can see, unfortunately, when I pasted this, it worked. And actually, never mind. It is actually never mind. It is working. Now, it didn't work for a second, but I think the reason why for that, it's because as it's downloading, it should, download. So we will take our time with that. So just a couple of moments later, as you can see, it downloaded, which when I tried this first time doesn't. So now we would, because we're using the ARM64, we would without. So we would this is what we type. Now it says student app that name, so we would do sudo app install. So we would do this. So it's not H, it is this. And when you enter it, this should show. Alright, now we're onto this server, and now the next step would be to do this. This is to get the image. Now this one worked the first time when I tried it myself. Morning source mounted read only. So now source one, that means this is now. So now that I showed you the first one, now I will show you the second one. So we will clear this. So we're gonna clear this out, and we're gonna draw our number 2, which is the ARM evaluation. So that is the code I have on this, so you can try it yourself. Now it cannot load into the kernel, which means we would have to do this again. So now when it becomes this error, that would mean we don't have it loaded in. So we have to use sudo apt install, because we have the hardware texture, but we gotta download it to make sure it works. Now make sure this is lowercase, so we do sudo apt install. Now again, now you may notice why I'm not typing this with two hands. That's because my mic is a camera. But now it's not only to locate the package because we have another program running. So as you can see, unfortunately, because it went to the instances, I did on another tab. So we'd have the password, which me is because we already have two first. Update this. So if we do sudo app update, it'll be updating. So now we should be able to get this to work. Unfortunately, it's not. So as you can see, unfortunately, this was the exact same issue that I've been getting when I did the kernel and stuff. So because 4.4.7, we gotta try this code, which is the ARM, which should be able to work otherwise, because when I did this the first time, this should work. I think the reason why this code did not work is because of, but it did work the first time. As you can see, as you can see, when I tried to install this the first time, this got back. Unfortunately, it not a local kernel, and then unfortunately, this is an ARM, which is an ARM evaluation. And look at ARM because I have the Q in the version 8.22 bin. So basically, because it's already in together, right? So the difference between, so unfortunately, because I've downloaded too many stuff on this, the ARM is not making download. But if you look at the report that I did, it should have worked. So the emulation emulates a CPU architect from Intel AMD, and the ARM is got mobile devices, and it's more efficient. So let's do another one. So as you can see, because there's so much, because I already downloaded the x86 to QEMU, ignore that, that's just a safety thing. Because of that, it's not letting me load into the kernel. So we would have to restart this, and we will see if this works again. So as you can see, when you install it, it unfortunately doesn't let you locate the ARM, because when I downloaded the first time, because I did too much stuff. So that's all for today. It might have been a bit bumpy, but the report shows that it actually did work for these two architects.